Hello again and welcome to another episode of Merkon's Musings, a Star Wars action figure review. And today we're looking at none other than the Rebel Commando, or what he's also known as Endor Rebel Soldier, these two. So today we have 4 different versions of this action figure to review. And before we get into the reviews, as always, I'm going to give you the history of the character. Rebel Commandos, also known as Spec Force Soldiers, were an elite variant of Rebel Troopers. They were composed of multiple units of Rebel Alliance Special Forces, including Marine Corps and Special Forces Trackers Unit. These are an elite squad of people, so only a few members of the Alliance are able to arise to the commando level due to the training and the resolve it took to become a commando. So that's the history of the character. So now we're going to take a look at the action figures, and as always we start with the Kenner one, which is this one right here. This one came out in 1983, and I like this Rebel Soldier, this Commando. It's actually really cool. It's got the typical 5 points of articulation, the head and the arms and the legs, typical Kenner articulation. But he looks really nice. The head sculpt is pretty good, and he has a sculpted backpack, which is okay. And he comes with the A280 blaster rifle, which is nice, screen accurate. And yeah, it's a very competent, good action figure as far as Kenner standards go. The next one is the Power of the Force 2, and this is a freeze frame. I love those freeze frames. And this is their version of the Rebel Commando, but in this case they call it the Endor Rebel Soldier. And he's got a survival backpack and blaster rifle, and a cool freeze frame as well. I love freeze frame. And if you look at the back of this, this is the image that's on the freeze frame, and these are the action figures that you can get in this wave. And also has the freeze frame holder, which you could buy separately. And we'll take a look at this action figure. One thing I don't like about this action figure, I'll get to it in a minute. I don't want things to go flying around. Yeah, so the sculpt of this action figure is not bad. The problem I have with this action figure, if you take a look at it, is the size. This guy is like a giant, especially compared to the Kenner. He's like too big, way too big. The sculpt isn't bad, and the head looks tiny. Look at the head on this one compared to this. It's just all out of proportion. It's not bad. It's got 6 points of articulation. It has a removable backpack, which is cool, survival backpack, and you can pop it in the back, and it stays in. And he comes with the A280 blaster rifle, which is nice. They did a nice job, but once again, these rifles are much too big. All of the Power of the Force 2 action figures are tremendously huge. As you can see, the blaster rifle in comparison to the blaster rifle on the Vintage Collection. So yeah, this figure could have been much better. They just should have scaled it down a little bit. It's too big, and the articulation's not great, and the head sculpt's not great. It's okay. The next one that we're going to be looking at is the Saga Collection, which is this one. This one came out in 2002, and as you see, it's the next step in the Power of the Force 2 one. So let's open it up and we'll check it out. Oh, before I open it, so we'll take a look at the back, and it has the figure, and it shows some of the other figures from the wave, but then also a little blurb about the Endor Rebel Soldier. Let's take a look at the actual action figure. Okay. And pull out. Okay. There he is. What's cool about this, good and bad things about this action figure, I'll get to it in a minute. Got this little blast effect, which is kind of cool. But let's take a look at it. So this is the action figure. It's not a bad sculpt. It comes with the A280 blaster rifle, much nicer. They actually colored the shoulder strap. The articulation is not much better than Power of the Force 2. There's waist articulation. The legs are bent, but they have no articulation other than up and down. So you have 1, 2, and the arms 3 and 4, but they're on a swivel. As you can see, they swivel all the way over, but they're already bent. They're pre-bent and they stay in this spot, and the head isn't on a ball joint, but you can move it around. It's got the removable helmet, which I like, and the head sculpt is actually pretty good. He's got a little goatee going on there. They also came out with a non-goatee version of this, so you can have a little variation. The deco on the action figure is excellent. The paint applications are phenomenal, much better than Power of the Force 2. Even on the vest they got here, you can see the variations and levels of shading and camouflage they try to do for the action figure. The backpack is even very cool. It just pops in on the back. And yeah, I mean, it's not a bad looking action figure. This would have been awesome if it had ball joints. It's not very articulated. You could take off the helmet, which is cool. You could take off the backpack, and you can even take off this, which is a pain in the neck. And it's okay. I mean, like, look at it. It's just stuck in this pose. It has no real articulation. Very, very limited. But it's okay. I like the thing I do like is it's got this blaster effect for the rifle. You could just pop it on. If I can get it, there we go. You pop it on, it simulates the laser blast coming from the rifle, which is kind of cool.
The next action figure is pretty interesting. It is the 2006 Saga Collection Rebel Trooper. This action figure is a kit bash from the 2002 Saga Endor Rebel Soldier, which has all new legs, head sculpt. This action figure also has two variants for the Rebel Trooper, one black, the other white. This 2006 Rebel Trooper is equipped with a removable helmet, survival backpack, jacket, and also comes with a Blastech DH-17 blaster pistol and a display stand. This action figure has all new articulation, ball jointed head, swivel shoulders for both arms, swivel biceps, a holster, swivel waist, articulated hips, ball jointed knees, and ball jointed ankles. So there's definitely a better version of the 2002 Saga action figure. This action figure is the next step in the evolution of the Endor Rebel Commando.
And last, we come to the vintage collection. This is 2010. This is VC26. And as you can see, there are two variants. One is a black Commando. They both have the same articulation. And then this one, much like the Saga collection, has a goatee. And they're both the same articulation. I'm just going to use this one for now. These are actually pretty good. It's got the soft goods trench coat. It's got insert joints in the knees, which is good. The articulation's got a waist articulation. The head is on a ball joint. And the arms have ball joints, I believe. Let's see. Oh, they actually have insert joints. They have insert joints, which is even better. That's weird. They got ball joints on the legs and insert joints on the arms. And the strap of the blaster rifle is great. It's painted separately, so it's brown and the gun is black. And of course, they got a nice version of the A280 blaster rifle. This rifle was also used by Rebels in The Empire Strikes Back at the Battle of Hoth. And this is a really great action figure. It has a holster. It comes with a hold-out blaster, which is cool. And he's got this bandolier of grenades. And the helmet is removable. The backpack is removable. I'm going to take off the coat, the trench coat, so you can see the figure much better. Yeah, he's got gloved hands, which is kind of cool, just like the characters in the movie. And very nice action figure. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Merkon's Musings, Rebel Commando. And if you did, please hit like and subscribe. And I look forward to giving you another episode real soon. Have a great day.